Hello everybody, now tonight we're going to be doing a 100% trophies playthrough of Bastion. Neat little indie game. Pretty short for first casual playthrough, and you do have to do 2 playthroughs to get the platinum trophy. There's 2 endings, and getting one ending will unlock the New Game Plus features and a score attack mode, which are required to be completed to get some trophies. Overall, the trophies aren't too bad, especially since I'm going to be using some glitches to completely cheese this game. There's a duplication glitch that I can do, which will allow me to get multiple of any item that I want, which will in turn allow me to level up very quickly at the very beginning of the game, and it'll allow me to unlock the second mode, the score attack mode, right off the bat in like 10 minutes or less. I will do that, and it should be interesting. For the other trophies, there's upgrading all of your weapons, completing all the in-game challenges. There's a bunch of tasks that you can do, the game wants you to do, and you have to complete all those. And then there's also completing 4 optional areas at the hardest difficulty setting, and a bunch of other miscellaneous trophies that I'll be getting along the way as I go through the game. And I am playing on a digital copy of this game on a PS4, a base PS4. So without further ado, we'll get started here and see how this goes. So I'll try to explain things as I go along. Overall, I'm expecting this to be done in under 3 hours, give or take. You don't really need to be online for this. This game does have like online leaderboard, but I'm not gonna really bother with any of that. Okay, so subtitles on, vibration off, and I think that's everything, so I'll just pick normal mode and we will be off in a bit. Alright, start here.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning.
Okay,
Ain't
so
so
first,
simple with this one.
this playthrough is going to be very
Here's a
quick,
kid whose
like
whole
I
world
said.
got all twisted, leaving him
So I'm just
stranded
going to
on
go
a
through the
rock in
motions up
sky.
until I get to a
He
crucial
gets
point in the
sets off
story.
for the Bastion, where everyone
Then
agreed
I
to
will
go in case of
do
trouble.
this glitch
Ground
I
forms up under his feet as
alluded
if
to.
pointing away. He don't stop to
Then
wonder
we'll be
why.
on our merry way.
Finds his lifelong
Go
friend.
to the motions,
Just
grab
lying
your
on the
hammer,
ground,
which will
well
allow you to
into
finally
touching.
attack and do a
He
roll.
sees what's left of the rippling wall.
Then
Years of work undone in an instant.
just keep rolling,
In the
just keep
calamity,
rolling.
that a survivor. No man.
Just attack
It's a
this
gas
enemy
forced
here.
out from underground.
Then you
Kid
can get a
pops
bow
out.
here. Well,
Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber. Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now.
I'll
so
just
that
stay
fountain looks real
here
inviting.
until some enemies
Sometimes
spawn.
you
I'll
just
get
need
rid
a
of them.
drink.
Allow me to go to the next area here. Right in this
A
salon
school of squirts tunnels up around him.
or
Must have
saloon.
fled here from the mines.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go and break a statue.
He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous
I will
waterfalls.
break this statue,
Inside's old Rondi, the
then
bartender.
I will
The
get a
calamity got him
shield.
before the drinking did.
Drops right around
Then
here.
Kid finds his trusty shield.
Then I will go and defeat all the enemies that show up.
Security takes him for a petty
So
thief.
if you're doing this for your first time, you kind of start out
Special delivery.
underpowered,
Gas fellas.
but with the glitch I'm gonna do in a bit,
Windbags start turning up for last call.
you can just skip straight to your New Game Plus playthrough. And that playthrough will be done on score attack mode. So I will actually be going through the stages in score attack mode. There's really no reason to stick around normal mode if you just want the trophies done and over with quickly.
Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. He gets a good look at things on his way down.
This is the area where we will
He lands on top of a breaker's bow.
skip through the most of the game.
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice.
So I'll just keep rolling along and avoiding all these enemies.
Good news is the emergency defense
I'm not gonna
still work.
fight
Bad news is the aiming for the
most
clear.
of them except for the ones that actually unlock the barriers, like these
He
guys.
finds the distillery right
Because
next to the arsenal.
we're not gonna be in this
Tough
playthrough for
part of
very
town.
long.
One sip
And I have
of
to
the
just
spirits
go
in that distillery,
to these
and the kid will feel
facilities
like a new man. The arsenal's
to
well
trigger
kept
the
and
next
pick the best
set of
tools for the
tiles that
job.
show up.
An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
The other thing about New Game Plus that makes that playthrough a lot easier is there's some really powerful upgrades that you get access to that are only on a New Game Plus. So yeah, we will get access to those once we enter our score attack mode, which does count as New Game Plus for the record.
Kid puts him out of his misery. Drops a scumbag. Of
Okay.
beach.
Okay, so here's where we're gonna
He finds
do
the
our
core to
main
the
glitch. This is like the only glitch I will do in this game, but it will be used very frequently. So there's this core here. Cores are the main items I need to like progress the plot. So I'm gonna duplicate this core item. But how do I duplicate it? So I pause game and then I go to exit to main menu. So I press the X button to confirm, and then right after I press the X button, I will press the options button. Okay, so if I did it correctly, I should hear some sounds. I don't think I did that correctly, so let me try again. Okay, so I do hear some sounds now, so that's it. I'm able to duplicate it now. So I'll just press the square button many times to grab this core multiple times. So I'll just duplicate this core. You only need to duplicate it 14 times,
Might as well.
but you can just keep mashing for like
Down
5
toward
seconds.
the Bastion.
So I've duplicated that core way more times than I needed to. Now I can end the first playthrough and unlock score attack.
Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind
Alright,
races.
so
Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He
now I'm just
finds
gonna go
me.
turn in these cores to this monument
Just like
here.
that, the Bastion
I'll just do it
comes
14 times, and then that's it. I
Starts growing
end the game,
again.
and I can go to New
alive,
Game
growing
Plus.
stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send
Don't
him
need
even
to do
farther
anything else.
the
Just
wild unknown.
stay here, turn in the course until you
Kid does it
go to
again.
another
Only fair
scene.
he decides what we build next. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. cores. But remember, that's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
Yeah, just keep doing this, and then eventually we'll be taken out of this area to a new area where we will be able to trigger the ending and then unlock the New Game Plus modes.
Hear the monument's heartbeat again.
So yeah, this one glitch that I'm gonna do completely breaks this game wide open and makes things a lot easier, although it doesn't completely trivialize the game, as you will see in some of the later sections.
The Bastion.
But yeah, the objective of this game is to collect 7 cores and 7 shards.
Now,
Cores are the blue crystals, shard are the purple crystals like in Crash Bandicoot. Alright, so here's the scene I was talking about. This is the ending scene.
To the heart of the Bastion.
So I only get one ending available to me. There's like the
here's the deal.
evacuation ending, and there's
I
the
figure you done the heavy lifting, so
redemption ending, I think. So I just need to talk these two restoration endings. So there's just talk these two NPCs back out, then choose the ending, restoration. And then once you get that trophy, you can exit the main menu. And there it is, score attack mode has been unlocked. So now this is the playthrough I will actually do everything in.
I'll see you in the next one. Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning.
So now you see there's this score option. That's what score attack is.
Whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded.
So in the regular mode,
sky.
you can revisit stages once you've fully cleared them, but in score attack mode you can't. This is the mode where I'll be doing everything. So we'll just go through the motions that we did the first time around. I won't actually dupe that core.
Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant.
Because we're actually going to be doing all the
it's a gas fella.
important stages.
Kid pops it good.
And then there's some things I have to. I'll actually be picking up stuff this time around, so I'll go here and pick up this item. It's a memento. I had to pick up 15 of them to complete an in-game challenge. So if you miss it, it's not a big deal. You can buy it later, but that requires having money, which will be better spent on other things.
He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering.
Okay, so I'll break the statue again.
Haven't I? Anyway, Rhonda's place just brings back memories. Then Kid finds his trusty shield. The security takes him for a petty thief.
So there's a few in-game challenges I need to be wary of. There's a every time. So none of the world is actually like generated all at once. You have to like get close to certain areas, and then the world will like rise up in the form of tiles. So you have to unlock 13,000 of the tiles throughout the whole game for an in-game challenge. So I'll be going kind of quickly through the stages, but not too quickly, because I'm gonna try to unlock a few areas so I can work towards that 13,000 tiles. Okay, so I will do a dupe here, but we're not going to be duping the core like I said. There's an upgrade item here that I need to get. So
He lands on top of a breaker's bow.
your weapons can be upgraded, like I said at the
Kid
beginning,
spies a
and
good
this is
perk
one of
for
the
some
items.
target practice.
I'm gonna do this glitch
The kid
to
pockets
pick
a
up
memento
multiple of
from
the
the
items. So
breaker.
as you can see
Once
there, I
the
have
fastest
13
man
of
in the
this
land.
item. I duped it
Good
13
news is the
times.
emergency defense is still there.
You only need
Bad
5
news is
of
they ain't
these
here.
items to max out your weapon.
He finds the distillery.
So you don't really
right
need to
next
dupe
to
them
the
more than
arsenal.
5 times, but
Tough part of town.
picking up
One sip of the
items
spirits
like
in that distillery,
that
and the
actually
kid'll feel like a new
gives you
man. The
experience.
arsenal's where the kid
So
can pick the best tools for the job.
if you want to get some experience, you can, but those upgrade items
An old ferry barge
only give
sends
you
the kid
50
on his way.
experience. There's some
The Bastion's
important
real
items
close
that give
now.
you, or some like mementos that give you 100 experience. Those are the ones that will be duping
Wasn't
for
long before the kid
EXP,
could loose an arrow strong
which
and
I will
true.
do in the next stage. Yeah, I'll go through the motions here again, and then here's another upgrade I need to do. Okay, so I already leveled up. Your max level here is 10. So yeah, it's not really that high of a level. The only thing leveling up does is increase your max health, and it also allows you to get access to drinks, more drinks, which are like power-ups that you can do. I won't have access to most of those right now, but I'll unlock them
Now the kid sees
in
something
these
stranger
after
still.
the next
His
stage.
mind races. Did
Alright,
anybody
so
else survive?
now I'm
Sure
definitely
enough,
go
he
through
finds
the
another.
games.
He
I pick up
finds
core,
me.
didn't dupe it this time. We're actually
And
gonna
just like that,
go through the
Bastion
regular
comes alive.
motions of the game
Starts growing
at
again.
this point.
Growing
So I'll
stronger.
put this core in,
Kid's gotta put its power
then I'm gonna
to
put
good
a
use.
structure in it,
Now the
in that
Bastion can send
blue
him even
circle.
farther into the
First I'm gonna
wild
put the
unknown.
memorial in this one, which
Kid
will
don't
allow
know
me to
what
unlock
build.
the in-game challenges. Then we'll go here
Kid
to
don't
the
know what's out there
Skyway,
waiting for him.
the next stage. So I'll just get the cores in the stage, put them in the Bastion, unlock structures, then that'll unlock more stages that I'll go through. That's basically the game progression. Alright.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time.
So I'll grab this sword here.
Digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough.
Okay, I unlocked a challenge there. But the challenge with the bow was to
They say even the most
hit
rambunctious
3 enemies
can
with a
be
power shot. The power shot is done by holding the
no
attack
sign of
button,
the
and
core
then
here. At least the kid
you
got
can
something for his trouble.
if you'll go white for a bit, and then that'll allow you to release a power shot if you're going white. I just need to kill 3 enemies with that. Then I pick up the machete, which is a sword, and then now I'm duping this item here. This item gives me 100 EXP every time I pick it up. I don't think I did it correctly, so... Okay, I'm duping this item right now. So if you can hear some sound, that means I'm able to dupe. So I'm just going to pick up this item many times. That'll level up until I'm like level 5 or 6. So I leveled up. If you hear that sound, that twang sound, it means I've leveled up. So I should be level 5.
No whack gas
Yep, level 5.
Kids wondering the same thing, and there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage.
I can dupe another item later for I feel like I need more levels.
A blustery
Level
old
5 is
foreman
okay
keeping
for
his
now.
fellas in check, almost like he's showboating the crowd.
I just need to kill this guy
And now there's a new marshal.
win.
He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough.
Then I'm gonna go up here so I can
Might as well
cover
check
more
the other side of the
tiles.
streets before leaving this hole.
I don't
Here's
really
the
need to be
east side,
here. I
where
just need it for
windbags
the
used to keep the local
tiles.
forge.
Then after that, we'll get out of here. Okay, so next up I'll unlock the distillery.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
I'll
Kid
talk
does
to
it
this
again.
guy in
Only
the
fair he
center. I'll
decides
give
what
him
we
the
build
ragged
next.
wood.
The windbags
That'll
used to
unlock
be
one of the
alright.
4
Then the
pets that I
calamity
need
took the floor
for a
out from under 'em.
trophy. Then I'll go here and unlock the distillery. That'll allow me to get drinks. I want champagne, then the beach aid, then life wine, then Bastion bourbon, then Dupe shine.
Doom shine's a bit of an acquired taste, like a mouthful of horseradish.
Okay, and then I will go ahead and go to the next area. Okay.
Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure though. But then somebody gets to the core before the kid. Floor starts giving way.
Okay, I'll just keep
Like a step. A
moving
single
through
panic
the
squirt
across
brings
the area to
the
unlock
place
the
down.
tiles. Then I'll pick up these pickups along the way. The
Kid thinks twice.
miniature crystals for currency.
Security's all fired up.
I do need that
See
currency
what
to
happens
upgrade
if
my
you
weapons.
leisurely strolling and such.
Then
Sky bridges with
this
that
here.
one of them bridges
Okay,
whips
I'll
the
pick
kid
up
along.
this item here. I don't
Finds a
need to dupe it
spyglass, like the
yet.
ones they'd used to search the stars. The calamity changed everything. Even when we know. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old
It's
days,
just a memento I
we could
need
do it
for
again.
the
Who
in-game
else could have
challenge.
taken the core? Well, ain't no survivor stole that. Scumbag ate it by mistake. Tough break. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back. No, they used to ship
Okay,
live munitions down
oh,
the path.
here's an upgrade item. I need to dupe that. Okay. Alright, cool.
Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time.
Okay, now I'm out of here.
Wake 'em up. In all this toil,
There was no
kid
core
keeps coming
here,
back to an overwhelming
so I don't need
question.
to turn anything in. The
Who
next
else could have
stage I
survived
do
the
will have
calamity?
core though. And there is quite a bit of waiting. So it will be a while until I unlock my next facility.
So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
Okay, so
Picked up
now I'm
traces of
gonna
other
go
cores
here,
while the kid was out.
melting pot. Then I believe there's an upgrade item to the right of the area where you start. I'm gonna dupe that.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin of
Then
a
I'll
sword.
just head left for the actual objective.
Of all the
Yep,
plans
there
to
it
survive
is.
the calamity, it had to be stab weeds. Blasted
Okay,
things
so
hurt
that
like
item
a
has been
broken
duped.
heart. If there's a core, he figures it ought to be.
I just need to go here, trigger the switch,
Core stuck inside
and then
one of
I'll
those fancy
trigger the
cages. Now what
auto
could possibly
scroller
go
waiting
wrong?
section. So grab this, the
Quite a
trip
bit,
mine.
as it turns out.
You actually
Cage
get
starts lifting from the
special
floor ever
abilities
so
in this game.
slow.
Trip mine's pretty cool.
All kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every score's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense.
Yeah,
Judging by
it's
the
just gonna
movement,
be
it's gonna take a little while.
killing these enemies as quickly as possible.
Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers.
Oh, by the way, for score attack, you need to get 1,000,000 scored to get a trophy. That's not gonna be an
Fancy
issue,
gas fellas take his
especially once we get the
Birdie
end
popped
game
that mean old foreman.
clean up. So I wouldn't worry about it at all.
At
It's
this
just
rate,
something that's
maybe
gonna
5
come
more minutes, maybe
as
30.
I play the game.
Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up.
I
They
actually
all
was
bad,
considering
because a
duping
kid
that,
finds
but
some
alright,
spices from the motherland.
that's fine.
Hands-free. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy.
Ideally, by endgame, I would like to be around level 8. Normally, I'm like level 6 after the first big experience duping. But this should be fine since it's early game.
It's a troublesome scene, issue.
If I need any more experience, I'll just keep a memento. It's no big deal.
A few moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7. Give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And
I'll pick up this core, then
you just gotta get to
head to the
edge bar.
ship. Then I'm done.
I still remember the look on his face after that one.
Okay, so I'll turn this in, then I'll get
The old
the
world
arsenal,
is
which
finished,
allows you
but
to
the new
switch
world's
weapons.
just getting started.
Arsenal. Then I'll go to the next stage. So there's this proving ground that each weapon has. I need to do 7 of them. I don't need to do all of them.
Windbag ran
So I'm gonna
through
do the
building
machete
gathering squirt extract and copious
because
supply.
the machete is my main weapon.
Ain't nothing more healthful.
I want to be able to upgrade it, and I don't have the thing I need to upgrade it right now, but I will get it once I get
Some folks
this
show
challenge
up
done.
fast buck.
So just stay here in the center and try to hit as many of these guys as possible. There might be a couple that get away, but that's okay. You need to just keep at this until they stop spawning in the center. So now I'm gonna go for these carts here, kill them all. Then after that, I'll go for the sentries. And then if you want to kill those horse head turrets, you have to just hold your attack button to throw your and release it to throw your sword. Yeah, if you beat it in a minute, you can get the first place. And then it'll give you like upgrade items and then a secret skill. And then you need 20 of the secret skills to get an in-game challenge done. So also you need to get first place on these proving ground challenges.
Well, the kid's
On
gone
7
and
of them
struck terror
for an
in the
in-game
hearts of
challenge. So
squirts
that's
everywhere.
one out of the way. The others I will leave for later. Because they're a lot easier once you've upgraded your weapons. Right now, the only weapon I care about upgrading is my machete, which I will do later, or
The dead ain't
after
gotta
this
worry about
stage.
this mess. The
Not a
calamity
lot of
took
enemies
everybody
here,
after all. Kid sees it plain with frozen
but
faces
I'm gonna
all
unlock the
around.
forge after the stage, which will
These
allow me
folks
to
never saw
upgrade
the
my
calamity coming,
weapons.
but someone did. Someone
So
close.
just keep rolling here.
It was someone
Then
like
this
him.
cutscene.
Something so familiar about that man.
That guy there is
It's a snag
our
or two trying to
objective.
get to him. He ain't about to stop. He's got so many questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder Brothers.
And there's not gonna be
didn't
much
make
fighting out to
Nobody,
stage.
the Bird Boy, didn't make it. The Jawsons, they didn't make it.
There's only like one more fight, I think.
But him, he
I will
survived.
get that.
Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? The Corps survived as well. Kid does what he has to do. What do you say to him?
Okay, so stop this guy, and that will be it for the stage.
But he says this: we have to go. Please. He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Celandia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time.
Okay, so I'll turn this in. So if you talk to that guy you just rescued, you can get a trophy. But I'll talk to him a little later because I don't have an item that I need to give him yet. So I can wait for that trophy. Okay, so I just need to upgrade my machete. All I need right now. Hope I have enough for the 3 tiers upgrade. And I do, good.
Just don't get any sharper than that. We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
So there's an item I need called like the Flush Pith. Once I get that, I can finally talk to that person I rescued, Zolf.
The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. The calamity was mercy.
Okay, so here I'm gonna get a new weapon.
Windbags, young and old,
Is the musket. I'm gonna try to go for the weapon challenge of the musket right here, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. So it requires having a huge amount of enemies. So let's get these guys, these carts to spawn a bunch of enemies, then I'll group them together, and then that's it. That's the challenge done. So that challenge is to just clear 12 of those enemies, 12 enemies in a single shot. That's pretty straightforward to do in this stage. There's another core, so I'll grab that. Then just keep moving until I reach the end.
Security's plane gone haywire.
Yeah, I can just skip everything for most enemies, unless they're directly in the way.
They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds.
Okay, this is I have to kill enemies here to proceed. I will do that. Then after that, we will slash these big guys to death. So the enemies are a lot easier to deal with now that I've upgraded my machete.
They got something to gain, only their sorry hides. The other big fellas who joined his brother, wherever they are now. The windbags finally get the message. The Skyways a welcome sight after all that. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.
Okay, so I'll get the next facility established, which is the Lost and Found. So Lost and Found is just anything that you missed on the stages, you can just get there for at a cost of some money. And then here, I believe, is where I find the plush pith item that I need to give to that
The gods,
dissolve.
they're all undone. Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith.
There's a couple items I
well,
can
the
get.
gods are long gone now.
So here's the plush pith. I think I'll do this a bit for some experience.
Don't care about trinkets.
I'm very close to level 6 now.
Pith stood for
And there's an upgrade item I want to get.
Real. In time, though,
it's over here.
Being a symbol and started being decoration. Pith makes a decent scarecrow. Then Pith lights up like a rodeo. So what'll
so I'll kill that enemy top the shrine.
Tell him off.
And then I just need to go back to the beginning. Don't need to fight anything that's not in the way.
The gods can make it even.
I've already got all the pickups I needed.
They must be plenty sore. Kid ain't found a core. At least he found Zolf's precious shrine.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go talk to Zolf and give him the plush pith, which will unlock the next pet out of 2 out of 4.
Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zolf was a smoking pipe. We talk for a spell. Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy.
Alright. So yeah. That is missable, so I think he's gonna leave after a couple more stages. So it's important to turn that plush right away the moment you get it.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the Calamity.
Alright, so
maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. The river ain't never been safe for swimming. Riverbanks swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, the certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns.
oh, you do have a shield, by the way.
Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing.
There is a challenge for the shield, but I'm probably gonna get that towards the end once I try to clean up a few of the weapon challenges.
try to cut her off.
I don't really want to die these stages because you have to do the whole thing over again.
They try to slow
You
her
die.
down.
Although if I die, like if I lose all my health, I actually get like a
They try to
freebie
knock her
revive.
out.
Not too bad.
Well, Weepin' Nelly tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get up.
Yeah, did that a little too
Favors for
early.
favors.
It's fine.
At least she picked a good spot for a break.
Okay, so here's
The
our
core's right
6
there.
core.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. They have their own eyes.
Then
Why?
go back here, hit the switch.
Turns out she's got
So now I just have to
eyes for when the
wait
waters get rough.
so this
She's gonna need a little
auto
help.
scroller boat reaches the end.
Grab the thing, they change the now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these. Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something.
Nice. Okay, so
Bags getting even better.
it's almost done.
They aim to smash Weepin' Nelly to splinters. Well,
Just a few more enemies, and then the boat is gonna start moving a little faster.
she's just gotta make one last stop.
There it is.
With her last breath, Nelly gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground and Pecker country.
Yeah, you just need to fend off a few enemies, and that'll be it for this
Seems
stage.
Calamity ain't hurt the Peckers' appetites. They want that core real bad. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoes him off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times kid nearly fell off the bars back there? 5 times. Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that
Okay,
way.
this area I
Said
just
it
need to
was
go
a
hit
real
the switches, then
we all knew that. But on the other
move
hand,
on to the
some folks just yearn
that
to see the
locked
things that
gate.
they can't. There the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long
or door.
while.
It's pretty
How's it go again?
straightforward.
That's the one. Timeless. Well, no point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed. And besides, It's
Okay, I
like the
just need to
song
talk to
goes.
this NPC here, and that'll be it for the stage.
They'll be here before too long.
Okay, I believe I am close to halfway done with this story stuff.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow her again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either. We tracked the final core beyond the city to the wilds. The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the calamity.
Okay, here I'm gonna
couldn't
get
cook
a
it.
new weapon,
Not
which is
all.
the dueling pistols.
Know what's better than having to sling a pistol in a fight? Having two. Pecker's got the core. I think building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambled to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. Kid's faster in a slinger with those guns. They shouldn't have let their guard down.
Yeah, the core's right there. Then
Getting that core was
just gotta
one
go
thing.
all the
Getting
way
out is
around
gonna be
this
another. He digs his way out of
area,
the
and then
clearing,
that'll be the
but the
exit.
wilds won't let him go without a fight. Wallflowers survive the
Here's an
calamity.
item I need to do. I don't think that was good. Okay.
Don't ever turn your back on a pincushion.
Then there's
Let
another
me
item
get the feelings being
I need to
alive.
dupe here. This
Not
one.
by me, by a lunkhead.
Okay, just lay a mine
Lunkheads
here.
ain't fond of two-legged animals.
Come on.
He's anxious to get
All right.
back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot. Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone.
Grab this, turn this in.
Zolf banged up the monument.
That's
pretty
all the
bad.
cores in the game now. I just need to go to the second
But
part,
there's a
which
way to
are
put it back
shards.
together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health. After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do? Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating. Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know.
Okay, so these are like
Somewhere I
dream sequences. Just need to
somewhere I never want to go.
kill all the enemies here, then there will be an NPC hallucination that will appear, and then just talk to her and move on. Okay, so what's next? Kill all these Reaper enemies.
Better survivor. No ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf of Igora. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Did anybody else survive?
And then for this part, I just need to move on. I don't really need to fight anything.
Pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. Now the Bastion can send them even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous waterfalls. The security is just that straight through. Kid succeeds where the calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronnie the bartender? Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling.
You can roll
He sees what's
this
left of the rippling walls.
version
Years
of
work
the
undone
dream.
in an instant. He sees what's left of Piff, the bull.
Then you have to
Sees
fight
what's left
your
of
shadow, I guess. Not too bad.
his friend. He's
Especially with healing
He
items.
sees what's left undone.
Okay, for this one, I just go to the white orb and then interact with the closest thing. Then eventually you go to bed. Okay, so that's a dream sequence done. Now we're gonna go back to reality. Then just grab a shard and go to the end.
Nearly lost my train of thought just thinking about that place.
So grab a shard.
The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore.
Oh, these things are
Take it out
annoying.
of this hole. Ever heard of the lung blossom? It's bigger than the stories say. They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind. Mother only knows what happened in the bog.
Okay,
Kid
so
never much cared to speak of it.
I have the first shard. Now that we have shard, we can upgrade our facilities. I'm just gonna upgrade my dueling pistols so I can unlock, or not the dueling pistol. I'm gonna upgrade the memorial so I can
A
unlock
shard is like a poor man's
the other
core,
set of
but beggars
challenges.
can't be choosers. The calamity saved some of my old books. Guess it's got a sense of humor. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up
Okay,
any of
every
these
time you turn
places.
the shard, you get free money, basically.
The city tried to use the shards
So
to
you
stake out
want to
the
make sure you pick
wilds.
that up.
So much for that plan.
Then here we'll get
Gators
the
used to
best
roam the
weapon
wilds, and they nested a ruthless
for
lagoon.
melee, the pike.
Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. Brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same.
Pike is really good. I can like it pierces. It's got pretty good range.
Scraps. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. He takes off after her, fast as he can. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. That old gator's right on his tail.
Just unlocking more tiles. And I need to grab this item, Ankle Gator Egg, which is one of the items I need to unlock the pet.
Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? They use a kid as bait. He's got it, and now to finish her off. The shard's sitting in plain view. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else. She's starting to get
Nice.
annoyed.
Okay, so I unlocked the challenge for the pistols. It's really good. I don't need to kill this Ankle Gator, I just need to do enough damage to it, I guess, and then it'll trigger the Skyway. I will have to fight it eventually towards the end.
Borrowing from her treasury.
And you do need to kill
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what?
15 unique enemies to finish one of the challenges. Okay, so I'm gonna upgrade the forge. The forge upgraded will allow me to get to upgrade the weapons up to 5 times. It's really nice. I'll upgrade my pike now.
To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good
Nice.
length of knife bark. The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds. Know how Caelondia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed.
Okay, so now that I upgraded my pike,
The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
I've got a lot of firepower now.
Kid might as
Not
well
only does
pick
it
up what they let
pierce
go.
enemies, it ignores armor. High defense enemies will die pretty quickly.
Blam. Just like my fighting days.
Okay, so I
Gun
also
like
got the
that can even
carbine.
put the wilds in
Carbine.
check.
It's a pretty decent long range weapon.
Point Lemaine's
I'm not
some
gonna use it
days for sure.
that often.
But it ain't done. Whole place shudders in a fit. The grand rail. of
Okay,
Point
so
Lemaine
what's
not only is
next?
still
I
there,
have to go
it still
and
works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can
sit
stay
through
clear
this
of the
auto
trouble
scroller.
with
There's an
trash.
upgrade item that I can get in like the last section of the auto scroller, so I need to keep an eye out for that. And Dupe it.
Grand rails all grown over with things that
Other than that, it's
collect
just gonna be
and
waiting for
spat
the
out.
auto scroller.
Things eager to take
done. I think this is the last auto-scroller the game, so it's not gonna be smooth sailing from here on out. After this is done, of course.
Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by.
Then I'll go here to unlock tiles.
Not much wiggle room there near the rail.
Then
Lunkheads settled in like they own
just keep moving.
Of course, the Grand Rails seen much more fighting in bygone times. The Ura-Ceylonian War, 50 years ago, doomed to happen again. It was right here that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up. Okay, so maybe we didn't get that.
There's a shard.
The Grand Rail thing. The rail must have shook the Ura to the
I
bone
should
down in
be
those
coming up
That was bad.
to
Well,
that
the rail
upgrade
won't last
item.
much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got
I have
good
almost
in
all
store
the
for it.
upgrade items,
Rotten wood there on the
except
rails,
for a
turning
couple,
into
and
swamp weed central.
one of them is coming up here. And then I know where the last one is. It's not in an auto-scroll type stage.
While shooting a
It's
genuine
just,
registered army
it'll take a
carbine,
while to
while
reach that
choking on
item
swamp
towards
weed,
the end.
while peckers try to prick you in the eye.
And then the last weapon I won't get
Well,
until
let
the
me tell you,
penultimate
it ain't
stage.
fun.
So it'll be a while till we get all the weapons. Okay, there's the item in question, the something fancy. Dupe that one. Okay, didn't dupe it. Don't think I duped that either. Still didn't dupe it. Okay, got it this time. Finally.
But then at last, it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company at the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower, pincushion, mind you. At first he thinks it's Zolf. Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham. When the kid comes to, the man's long gone. But something else is there. Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard.
Alright,
He took the hit. And he took that
that's
note.
shard number 3 done. There's 4 more. I am actually gonna dupe one of the last few shards. But I only need to dupe it twice and no more or less than that.
That note
Because
cuts
otherwise it
straight
will
to the
mess
heart
up
of
the
things,
progression
don't
of the game. Which is really bad, so
it? It ain't too late
proceed
to
at your
unlock
own
the
caution
potential
for
of
this
place.
one dupe. Okay, I'll upgrade the lost and
We
found.
need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances. The shards are getting harder to find.
Upgrading the lost and found will allow me to get more stuff to buy, which I will do towards the end.
Not everything blew up in the calamity. Why, Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt. It takes a certain stubborn pride.
Okay, so there's a weapon here, but I'm not gonna get it right now because it is not very good. I just need to uncover more tiles there. It also makes this area a little more
Sure, we
difficult,
dusted off a
so
good many secrets
I
out
can
here,
grab it later
but we
when I go
discovered
to the
things we're better off
proving
not.
grounds for the weapon. because you can just get the weapon there.
Sticks to your lungs. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. The more ash we swept aside.
And here I'm just mostly trying to get the. I'm trying to get the tiles uncovered.
Look
I
down
can,
through all the smoke and flames.
you know, work towards the 13,000 tiles.
The heart now laid bare by the calamity. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Jawson Bog.
Okay, I'm still not gonna get that
Ever seen
item.
on the other side.
Luckily, it would be a good time to get it now, since I do have to get the item to be able to upgrade it. I'm just gonna swap the item immediately once I get to the Bastion.
The Cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. With a good spyglass, you can
Yeah,
still
I did
see the cauldron
forget that
from
you
the city,
do have
but all
to
fires
have the
died
weapon
out. There's nothing left of it.
to upgrade it, and I do need to upgrade the weapon to clear that trial for it and get the first prize. So I'm just gonna do that.
It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
Get the fire bellows and the trip back, and then
The shard works like a charm.
just
Hear the
upgrade
monument's heartbeat again.
it. I want to upgrade every weapon in one go, basically. Okay, upgrade the distillery.
Crack open the distillery's
And what do I
reserve.
want here? +1 chance to carry on if defeated.
Party punch is so zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times. The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to. We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan.
Okay, it was a good thing I didn't die in the previous stages, because that would have been bad, because I didn't actually have that drink active.
Can't rightly call Mount Zan a mountain anymore.
Okay, there should be a lot of tiles I can unlock here or uncover.
There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go.
Yep, there's quite a healthy amount.
Found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. Good thing for those beasts the calamity saved leftovers. The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now.
Okay, here's the other really good weapon, mortar.
Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our bastion is everybody's game. Not just ours. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place.
And just like that, we're at the end already.
We just really need their shard. You don't need to keep tangling with all those things.
Okay, that was a relatively quick shard there.
We'll all be better off once the bastion is complete. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
Now that I have the mortar, I'm gonna upgrade it after I get this.
The arsenal's complete.
The money here.
In case we need protection.
So I want to upgrade the mortar, so 1, and then 2 for everything else. Ah yes, I also need to get the pecker nest, and then I need to give it to this lady. And so I have to turn in the ankle gator egg, and then also turn in the pecker nest. That will give you a trophy.
These days, so that's a welcome sight.
Okay, so that's the missable trophy out of the way. If you wait too long to do that, then you will just outright miss out on it.
Gotta have one, right? Imagine everything you'd need to build a city like Zealandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Burstone Quarry. The quarry ain't exactly up to safety standards no more. Same goes for its natives, Rattletails. Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nested in those rocks. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Even stink eyes started taking root in here. Now, why would the Hura sell off such a fascinating place? Might be the gods told them the quarry is bad. In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen, the largest ones, you know as cores. The smaller ones, we call them shards. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are
Alright, so here's
remember how I said Rattletails
places
ain't
I
the
have
worst thing in
fight.
the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you alright? It says.
Okay, so here's the shard I need to dupe. I need to dupe
It's
it
him.
twice and only
I've come
twice.
to warn you.
If you're
he
not
says.
comfortable with this, then maybe you
The
should
Bastion is
skip
under
this
siege.
part.
Let it fall. You should not go back. Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred.
Okay, I got it twice,
If
so
that's
I'm
the
good.
way it is, he says, then I
So
won't
now
stop
that I
you,
dupe a shard
because my
early,
countrymen will. The next part's
I
hard to
can
talk
trigger
about,
the second
no matter
ending.
how many times I try.
Then once I trigger the second ending, I can just continue where I left off, and then I can just proceed as usual. It's just that the only reason I'm triggering this ending early is because
Say what you will about Zolf,
there's a
but he's a man of his word.
really long final stage that I don't want to do.
His countrymen don't much care
So
for
getting the shard early
pleasantries,
will allow me to skip that. And there's nothing really of
They
substance
got
or
inside the Bastion
trophies
and shut the door. Kids
that's
gotta go in through
associated
the
with
back.
that final
Zolf
stage,
showed them the
so
way here, and here they came to take
it's
revenge.
just better off triggering the ending early and skip the final stage.
They broke in.
Not a particularly
And
hard
they
stage, it's
started
just
digging
really
that
long
hole.
and there's a bunch of
Some
slow
people are all
sections.
straight out. And it's eating away in this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed help.
Okay, I got the challenge for the hike, which is to hit some enemy by poking it with your normal attack, and then you throw it and kill something immediately after. Okay, so if you did do the dupe on the shard, then there is one important thing you have to do, otherwise you will be shit out of luck for getting 100% on this playthrough.
Somehow, some way, he sends those who are packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zolf's
So I'll
plan
turn in
worked.
one shard, and I need to remember to do the last upgrade, which in my case should be the shrine. So if you turn in both shards consecutively without doing anything else, you will not be able to upgrade your last
We find each
facility,
other as the
and
dust
you will be
settles.
locked out of completing
Then
that
I tell him
challenge.
why the Ura came.
So make sure you upgrade that last facility
us
before
back.
proceeding any further.
For the calamity.
After this
It
scene,
was
I will get
Zealandia's
to
master plan to
the
wipe
point
the
where I'll
Ura
be able
out.
to turn in the shard, upgrade
But
something.
part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zol
Alright,
knew
so
the whole
turn in the
story.
shard. Then
The
I have to
shards
go
can put this
immediately
disease
upgrade
in
my
remission.
shrine
There's
afterwards.
only one cure. We need to finish what we started.
There we go. So you
Seems
have to
the
complete,
gods
get
recommended
that
this place to all
notification.
their
Complete
friends.
the sanctuary
Now
before
all we
proceeding.
need is one last shard. The Bastion.
Now that I did that, I can turn in
It's
the
finally
last
finished.
shard
Now,
and trigger
there's
the
something
second
I want you to
ending.
see.
Then if you did everything correctly up to this point, you should be in the clear. First off, the other thing is I have to pick the correct ending,
Welcome
which is
to
the
the heart of the
evacuation
Bastion.
ending. For some reason, the
I ain't
restoration
one for
ending
long
is
goodbyes.
not
So here's the
available,
deal.
or the restoration
Zia
ending
and
is
I
only
figure
ending
you've done the
available if you
heavy
do the
lifting,
early
so you get to do the
game
honors.
clear.
We can tell you how
But
to
now that
work
I've
this
actually
thing
like
if you got any
gone through a good
questions.
amount of the game, the
Good to
evacuation
see you.
ending option is available to me. I'll just pick that, and then there's a trophy. I'll just wait for the New Game Plus trophy to show up. There it is. So I've beaten New Game Plus. It's kinda, and then I can just hit continue. I can go back to where I left off. So just because you got an ending doesn't mean game is like over. You can still go back and clean up some stuff you haven't done yet. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's go to the next story, stage. I have to do 2 more story stages and then I will be good to go. For like
One
cleanup
last
stuff.
shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. At the heart of the calamity was a simple idea.
Yeah, just keep moving. Not really
Saw
much to
solutions far
uncover
beyond the
here.
city. We never wanted to go to war
Most of it
again.
is in the way.
Wanted to rule it out. Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people. It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone.
And here's the
This
last
discovery was never
upgrade
to be
item
used,
I
they
need.
said, except
Need
as
to
a
make sure to
last
get
resort.
that. Of course, we're gonna dupe it.
But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancer's little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard.
Okay, there's nothing you can do about that.
Too bad the Ura
That's
ain't
supposed to be
exactly
the
been
last
willing to
shard
collaborate on that front.
that you get, but those human enemies take it from you, and then you have to go to the
Strange.
final
Feels like it tore
stage
apart
to
1,000
get it.
times.
But since I
First
got the
things
ending
first,
early, I
though.
don't need to worry
There's
about
someone
getting
we
that
figured
shard.
needed rescuing. Zia. The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already. There's something we had to do before going after that last shard. Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me.
Okay, here's the last weapon
Gets
in the
his
game.
hands
This is the
on
main
care
reason why we
package
need
and
to
sent him.
go through this stage.
Dara found a way to keep the calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow. They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy even. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now. They even sick their little flannel tail heads on the kid. By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. They're easy targets.
Oh, nice. Level up.
Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside. The Ura keep hanging on to that barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. Maybe they know they lost this. Lost to a kid.
I just need to destroy these
They
statues to
underestimated us.
unlock the
Had us pegged all wrong. Yes,
the
our people
doors, by
caused
the way.
calamity, but here we are
Then here's
trying to
one I
fix
need
it.
the cannon for. So I just need to destroy one of those statues and
Should've got
we'll
to know us
uncover the
better.
next area.
Zolf.
Yeah, I'm just trying to uncover these tiles here. Well,
Beyond angry. As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns. There's nothing standing in his way no more. Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people. You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true.
okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup. First we'll get the Calamity Cannon and the repeater, Fang repeater.
Fill him with needles or blast him to bits. Tough
Yeah, at this
call.
point I'm at the
Once the kid
cleanup
gets that last
stage,
shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
where I just need to clean up a few challenges and then upgrade my weapons, upgrade or do all the challenges, and then do the hardest part of the game, which I'll get to when I have unlocked the ability to
Time
do
to
that.
get what he came for and get on out.
Okay, Calamity Cannon, I just need to kill 3 enemies
He
with
heads
a
for the
single
squirt
charge
steps.
shot, so I'll do
Won't
that
be no
here.
field trip this
There it
time.
is. For some reason you can't unlock it the first time you go to the stage.
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock.
And then this one, for the repeater I need to kill an enemy with the last bolt. Okay, there it is. And then I'm gonna do the shield as well.
And there it is, but it's locked down tight.
For the shield I have to get down to 20% HP, and then
Almost like
I have to counter tap an enemy and kill it.
You better watch his step.
So I will do that. Now I'm at the required HP. Okay, done.
Yeah, heads for the biggest dump in town. Scumbag. And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all. Gershel.
So the only reason I didn't like quit back to Bastion is because I need to work towards the tiles. I don't think I unlocked that yet. Let me see where I'm at with my progress. Okay, so I think I'm at the point where I'm good to do my money duping. I'm only gonna need to do this once.
The memorial. Here, a kid can pay respect.
Okay, I did complete the tile.
Earn it in kind.
All right, so time to dupe money. It works the same exact way as the regular duping, but you're gonna open this menu multiple times. That's how it works.
Its riches, nothing but fragments now.
So you can just claim the rewards
its riches, nothing
multiple times
now.
here.
The city. Its riches, nothing but fragments now. The city. Its riches, nothing but fragments now. The city. Its riches.
I'm just gonna work on claiming these
the city.
3 here below because they give me a lot of money. So now that I have done that, I can upgrade my weapons to the
friends looking
max.
Fit to keep on fighting. His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter. A solid frame can put an extra sting in every slice. Without an insulated air intake, that thing's liable to blow up on you. You want to tune a scrap musket, you start with the barrel. And that's everything. Mother knows he's paid his dues in that forge.
Okay, so that should be it.
The valediction.
So I don't need
Just
any more money.
Sketches. Nothing more. The inspiration. A forge can fashion anything.
I can just claim all this stuff
country.
here.
She's
I'm
all
missing
pieces
mortar,
now, but still
carbine,
the marshals kept the city's
hammer.
peace.
I'll get those in the
Making
trials,
mistakes
so it's not really a big deal.
I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own.
Okay, so now it's time to do the trials. For the bow, I just need to complete this challenge in 5 shots.
Play a little game.
Get
See
first
who can
place.
bust the most targets and the fewest shots.
This is pretty hard, like almost impossible if you
focused.
if you haven't upgraded your bow.
And he's
That's why I'm waiting. I waited until I've upgraded it.
Perfect shot just happens in a flash.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. As long as you are aligned correctly, you'll be able to get this first try.
Out of that show. I almost don't believe it when he says he passed the Breaker's challenge.
I'm gonna switch my weapon to the decoy. Or my secret skill to decoy, because I will need it for the next challenge. Or the final challenge. I need to clear 7 of these for the in-game challenge.
No place better than Trapper Shingle.
Already
for
done
learning to
2,
tread
and
light
this
and
one
shoot
is very
straight.
trivial with the
Trappers had to tread real
max
carefully,
upgraded
else
bow.
take a nasty fall. They train themselves by clearing out the targets while not clearing out the floor.
Just make sure you've cleared out all
Any
of the
good trapper
targets
knows
before
never
moving
take
on.
a step till the time's
Just
right.
roll, shoot. You should be able to kill them in one hit. Pretty easy. You have to get all the targets to get first place, and I think I missed one, so I'm gonna have to redo this. Yeah, it has to say 64 at the end. Want to get the first place. It was easy, but I just like missed one, I guess. I shouldn't have returned to the Bastion. I should have selected retry. That would have been better. Oh well, I'll get it this time. I just need to keep an eye
Kid
out for
decides
the
to keep working
targets.
his aim and footwork on the shingle.
Make sure I don't miss a single
They
one. I
train
think it might
themselves
have
by
been the one
clearing
at the
out the
beginning that I
targets
missed.
while not clearing out
Yeah,
the
they
floor.
blended very well with the environment.
Best time to pick a new spot was when swapping magazine.
And they become a lot easier to see as you progress further. There, got all 64 that time.
Master trappers got what they needed for a better.
Yeah, you could just have talked to this one, or interacted with that whole to retreat, restart the challenge. But what I should have done first time around. Oh well.
Trappers would have been impressed with
3
how the kid
challenges
handled the
done.
shingle.
Not gonna do the shield.
Ever felt a Zolwood gourd, like picking up broken glass barehanded? At Zolwood Grove, marshals learn to make every shot.
Okay, this one is really easy with an upgraded musket. Just need to push all these targets to the hits. Oh, it outright destroys them if you max out the musket.
Funny thing about muskets.
So
is
you
they're
have to
best
clear
up
this in
close.
15 shots, which is really
Fast and
easy at
fast
this
to
point.
clear the course in just a few
I have
shots.
more than enough shots to spare. Yeah, that's 4 challenges done. Then the rest of the challenges I will just do it on the ones where I am missing the weapons challenge.
Kid probably could
So I
have
can
made
get
himself
2 birds
marshal
into
one
one
day.
stone, because most of the remaining ones I'm missing, you can do their challenges, their in-game challenges right in their trial. So the fire bellows,
Welcome to Great
I think,
home of the hottest
kill
queen
20
from
enemies
East
with
Ceylondia.
it
In
without
all
getting hit,
seriousness, the
something like that.
incinerator was
So
a dump.
there's a lot
It
of
had a
enemies
problem
here.
with peckers.
So I'm just gonna get that
Blasted things would swoop in
requirement
and
out of the
spread
way
trash all around, until we started using fire.
right in
We
this
couldn't
challenge.
just torch them all at once.
Not have to worry about it.
We had to use restraint.
This might take a couple of tries, depending on how the RNG cooperates.
Wasn't any other way to teach those
Okay, I got
peckers some
the
respect.
first place, but I want the challenge, so I have to restart this. I didn't get the challenge cleared,
Know
so
how we kept the city
I'm gonna have to
clean?
redo
We
this.
put all our trash in Grady Incinerator. Peckers that flock together were easy pickings.
There it is. Okay. have to wait for the time to expire. Okay, so the Bellows challenge is done. Then there's just the Carbine and the Mortar.
Who knows why we fought so hard to defend our own trash?
Speaking of the Mortar, I need to switch my weapon to that.
Kid's ready to hit him fast and hit him hard.
Alright, so Trigger Hill is Carbine. Carbine one is really easy. I have to hit an enemy like from
army only took
a really long range. There's one enemy that's pretty much a freebie to get that challenge done, and
rifles.
it's like the 5th enemy.
Nothing beats the feel of shooting a
So I'll
Ceylonian army
clear
carbine.
these 2 enemies, then these 2, and then one of the enemies here I can get challenged. There it is.
The triggers had clearance to modify their guns however they chose.
I had to do this, I think, in 34
Some
seconds,
felt the course was too easy, so the
which
triggers
is
sliced
plenty of
it
time.
to the
Also helped that I got a double hit, despite missing a shot.
Kid blows through that course like it was nothing.
Okay, one more and I'm done with the trials. And after that I just need to do the dreams. So the dreams are these optional areas.
The Ceylonian army would have recruited him in a flash.
They're like arena style battles. And the thing is, with the dreams, you have to do them with all the idols activated. I haven't touched idols yet, but after this I will. Idols are basically like difficulty settings. They make enemies harder. In return, you get more EXP. But at this point, we don't. Well, EXP and money, but we don't really need that.
Squirts to simulate explosive impact on the surface of the sea.
Oh yes, this challenge is pretty much a freebie to get in this particular.
Needed to fire just the right times.
Oh, I missed. Oh, I gotta restart that. My aiming was so off.
If you got a thing for heavy artillery, then I've got the place for you.
I have to destroy 80 enemies here
A variety of modifications
in
can be
5
used to enhance
shots.
the power of the mortar.
Ah, 1 off. I'm so off. Yeah, it was that 3rd shot that messed me up there. The moving enemies are the ones that are killer, I think. Yeah, this should be one of the easier challenges, but sometimes the enemies just won't cooperate. Okay, there it is, 83.
You could almost see the fireworks over Boundless Bay.
That should be the last trial, I think.
Good thing we got to that mortar before the beasts of the wild learned how to use it.
Yeah, okay, I'm done. Alright, so I now need to activate the idols.
Behold, the Pantheon. Akobi, Garmouth, Udrig. Bold brandy is thicker than paint. Makes your skin feel as tough as knife bark. You wolf's down too much too
Okay, so I'm gonna
fast,
do the
and it all
dreams
goes to
now.
his head.
So you have to do them with all the idols active to get 2 trophies from each dream. Then there are arena style fights that last
I've
either
said a lot
20
about
waves
Kid,
or
but he
30
ain't the only
waves.
one wrapped up in all this.
But if you die, you have to start all over from the beginning. Yeah, this should be the hardest dream just because of the birds.
What's he thinking? Well, let me
Or
see
the
if I
second
got
hardest
this
dream.
I only heard
Well,
it
there are
once.
20 waves in this dream. But, oh wait, I don't have my correct weapon. Yeah, I screwed up. I need the pike and the mortar for this. So we gotta go back to Bastion and do it again. This time with the correct weapon setup. I could have sworn I had the pike on, but I guess not. Okay, pike and mortar for
Pike
this
and a
one.
galleon mortar. Now that's some terror
So
from
we'll
the
go
high
in here
seas.
again.
Just can't get enough of that good home cooking, can he?
This point I just need to clear all the dreams.
Knocks him into an uneasy sleep.
I just have to clear all of the dreams with all 10 idols active. Then that should basically get me all the trophies. I do have to claim all of the vigils as well, but I will do that after the second dream is done. Because I'm gonna use the hammer for the second dream, which is one of the weapons that I haven't actually done the challenge of yet, and that's because the challenge is pretty easy. It's just
Once there was a normal
do 70 damage with the hammer,
but she
that's it.
wasn't born in the tassel terminals
Pretty
like the rest of her
straightforward.
people.
Oh, I also don't have the a million points. But that's gonna come
The folks were orphaned in the
when
war,
I do
taken
the
in and raised
dreams. It
inside
might
the
even
city,
come as early as
on
the second
condition
or
they would
third
never
dream.
return to the terminals.
Okay, the pike makes this section of the birds so much easier. Wow, it's just so easy with
There
the
were
pike.
refugees who came into the city had to stay for
I guess they're
life.
scared of
It
the
was a way
pike.
to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out.
Yeah, our weapons of choice
The
for
mama
this dream are
passed
the
away
pike and the
from
mortar.
birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that
Pike
city
has that pretty
with
good
no one
range,
but
and
her
then the
father.
mortar has that good heavy damage. And it's got some good splash damage as well. So you can just play it
His
safe,
father was
and
sharper than a brusher's pike,
should be able
so
to
he
get
got a
past
job
the
working for the
enemy
city's
waves.
mementos. His daughter barely saw him.
If you like hide behind objects and stuff. And for armored enemies that move around like that enemy I just killed, that
The
jumping
father
one,
told her nothing of her
used the
early
pike for that.
heritage. He told her nothing of the mansers. It's for your own good, he said.
Yeah, just like that, this wave is
She
done.
took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs.
I'm gonna use the mortar on these birds. Yeah, the birds are probably the most annoying enemy in this
At
dream,
first, she tried to be like other girls,
because they do
but
have
her
the
classmates spread
range
word
attack and
that
they
her
like to
father was
play
an
keep
Uri
away.
trader, selling out the city.
Oh, also you do want the leech aid, which is the life leech drink. Every time you do damage you heal, which is essential for survival.
One young man stood up for
I
her,
haven't had
so
to
he
use
led her
a
to believe.
heal
He
potion
knew much of her
once in
heritage,
this dream
and
yet.
she grew fond of him.
It's because the leech aid is keeping me full, keeping me topped.
The young man convinced her to take him to a
Okay,
family den to
completed
meet
the
her
mercy.
father.
That's the challenge for killing
Spoke of how he wanted
15
to meet a
different
man from the
enemies.
terminals. young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
Okay, okay. For the big birds, I gotta hide behind the pillar and then try to group them together, and then blow them all up.
Decided to escape.
That worked that
The
time.
two of them could flee the city together and go
I
to the
think
Tassel
that might be the
terminals.
last time I fight those big birds. Those are the worst enemies by far in the stream. So once you get past those, then it's mostly smooth sailing.
They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal. Her plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
Oh, we got the birds again. I'm gonna drop a decoy.
The young man had
Yeah,
sent the
I
authorities
picked
a
the
tip,
decoy
told her
for
father was
this
using
just
her to sell
because of
secrets
that
to the Tassel terminals.
situation. Okay, well that stinks.
Now, where were we?
Alright, that should be fine. I just need to not
She
die
and her
again.
father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Return to work for the Mancers, and she'd go free.
I can't really get too complacent around those enemies because they can kill you.
Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
I think after this wave, there's one more left,
She did as
which
she was
is
told,
relatively
and
easy,
deep
I
down
believe.
underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Yeah, it's just 3 clones. So I just roll around, use the mortar, then I should be able to get them all eventually. Okay, done.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl
Then I
gave
need
up
to
for
wait
air,
here
and she saw the
for the
calamity
sequence to
all
end,
around her.
otherwise it's not gonna give you credit towards completing the dream. Okay, so that's dream 1. Then I'm gonna swap my weapon to the hammer.
When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
Then I will do dream number
With
2.
that mortar and
Or the,
hammer, he's like
I'll
a
just do the
one-man
hardest
demolition
dream
squad.
here, the history books.
Never would have pegged the kid as the bookish type.
This is the longest stream by a mile. It's got 30 waves. Thankfully, there are no like really annoying birds, or not as many annoying birds.
don't get to be my age without learning a thing or two about what's what. But the most valuable lessons come early in life.
Okay, just like that, that's the challenge with the hammer. Get 70 damage.
I ain't much for worldly things, though all these years I've held on to.
Then with that, I believe that should complete all of the challenges. I just have to claim them, all the challenge rewards, and then I'll get the trophy for completing all of the challenges.
There's one old book in particular I still like to read from time to time. It covers the important things, in a manner of speaking.
Oh wow, that was some stuff back there. I do not want to go near enemies at all, unless it's absolutely necessary. If you want to go near enemies to melee them, you gotta do it on a single enemy. It's much easier that way.
Here we go. A is for Kobe.
And one of the reasons I have the hammer is the knockback. I'm gonna use that to toss some enemies off the arena, make it easier.
B is for Breaker. He's faster than a fork of lightning, and his aim is always true. If news needs spreading, tell it to a breaker.
Ooh, okay, that's pretty bad. Gotta be more careful around these guys now. Okay, good.
C is for core. A perfect bit of stone found deep underground. It makes the city shine day and night. Is there anything it can't do?
Okay. I'm just gonna melee this guy to death. It doesn't do that much damage, but it does do the slow. That's when the idle's effects. If you get hit by an enemy, you'll get slowed. Okay, I'm still gonna play it a little safe. I'll just kill the enemies with a mortar. That's the safest way to go about these waves. Hammer is mostly for knocking enemies off the arena, like I mentioned earlier.
E is for evacuation. In an emergency, stay calm, leave your belongings, and make your way to the nearest safe haven.
For multiple enemies, I do want to make sure I group them together, and then I can, or I need to make sure I lower their numbers before I go and actually attack them.
F is for foundation. A solid plot of land for building anything you can imagine.
This is the hardest stream, so once I'm done with this stream, it should be smooth sailing from here. The platinum trophy is pretty much in the bag after this is done. So I have all my potions, my health tonics, and my special tonics, black tonics rather. And black tonics and special health tonics are still available. Pretty good.
G is for Garmouth.
Haven't died once either.
Folly. The crippled Duke.
Now I'm almost a third into the entire waves. Okay, so the human enemies are coming in now. This is where it's gonna get a little more difficult. I have to get rid of those things that rapid fire. They will deplete your HP pretty quickly, as you saw in the previous dream. Yeah, there's the range human enemies, the archers.
Got us a pain and pleasure.
Just hide behind the pillar and
have one
use the mortar to kill them.
The veiled widow.
And eventually I'll see like melee enemies. Melee humans that actually like try to come rush towards you. This is where the shield comes in handy. I just wait for them to come towards me, and then once they hit my shield, that's when you attack. Okay, yep, there's one over there. Okay, that should be wave 10 or 11. I don't remember.
Dedicated to the
okay, wave
pioneering
11.
spirit of Caelondia.
Ah, come on. I need these enemies to stop. Okay, it's dead. Nice. They don't do that much damage, those laser sentries, but the slow is pretty annoying.
J is for Javel, the god of health and atrophy. We each have the Tower Keeper's strength in us, until that strength runs out.
Okay, for the jumping enemies, it's a big one, so I have to toss this one off the edge. Ah, come on. Okay, there we go. That's what the hammer's for.
K is for kid, a guy or gal just like you. Don't be in such a hurry to grow up, since there's nothing a kid can't do.
A lot of these waves are pretty easy, so you can just like heal up to full if you took a lot of damage from the previous wave. So you don't really need to heal unless it's during a really dangerous wave, which is probably going to be the human enemies that have melee abilities and an aura. Okay. There's the last one.
L is for Lemaine, the god of hope and despair. The Mason King knows that success and failure are
Okay, there's a melee enemy with a spear. Those are the ones that are really dangerous. Especially if they have an aura, they're really dangerous. But these ones don't, so they are easily disposed of. It's the ones with the aura that are a problem, because that means they have like enhanced abilities, so I think they do more damage, but they also have a lot more HP, so it takes longer to kill them, and that's really what the problem is. Okay, I think I killed all the humans. Nice. Killed the ankle dragon.
Always there to bring a smile at the Hanging Gardens, thanks to his feathered
Ankle
friends.
gator. in. Oh, there's an aura one. Yeah, that might be a problem, especially with these guys. I have to like, I have to get into a safe spot. Okay, I killed it. Alright, I wasn't expecting to kill that quickly, but sure, I'll take it. Just like that, that wave is over.
For Alec,
pretty easy.
Our young god, a
apparently.
Whim. The carefree son lives forever in the moment. The rest of us can only try.
Okay. Oh, it's a bull. Let's melee this thing. Ooh, okay, it's a sword enemy. I'm gonna knock this one off the edge. It's probably the best option. Just block with a shield until they fall. No need to take any risks with that one. Okay, one's dead too.
P is for Pith, the god of commotion and order.
Oh yeah, my score is almost 500,000. So yeah, that's why I said don't worry about the score. It's gonna come naturally. Okay, whenever I see a wave like this, I have to get rid of the humans and the plants first. Any plants in the immediate vicinity I get rid of, then I just get rid of the humans next if there are any. Okay, we have 2 mini ankle gators. That's a bit of a problem. Especially since as their health gets lower, they move faster. And they can do that, which sucks. Okay, at least I got them without needing to heal.
The notorious ankle gator from the wilds. She can even dig her way into rotten children's
Oh, we got a melee. Oh, we have a bow one. Okay, it's not too bad. I just have to find a safe spot. Yeah, for this wave, it's like all humans with auras. I have to just group them all together. That's the best option here. And then just kill them all. They're not really very difficult if you just group them together. But if they're like spread apart, then that's when it might become an issue.
The host reminds us to always know when we've had enough.
Oh, we have a cart here. I gotta get rid of that first. I don't want to deal with enemies spawning things. Okay. Gotta get rid of this cart. Nice. All dead.
Scumbag. A big lumpy old fellow who sidles about. He loves eating trash. Just be sure to keep a healthy distance from him. T is for Trigger, the army's sharpest shooter. Take pride in Caelandia's mounted soldiers. They risk it all to keep us safe.
Nice. They just went into my melee range.
To the east, whose homes
nice of them.
Each day we learn to live in harmony.
Okay, I gotta get rid of those. Oh shoot, those enemies are a problem. If you let them attack you, oh shit, that's even worse. That's even worse. Yeah, oh god, that was scary. Yep, those rapid firing ones are the big problem. Okay, well, I have my freebie revive
The
still.
sacrifices of our forefathers gave us a new beginning
That
here in
might
Zealandia.
be the most dangerous wave, I think. Okay, I took care of the archer with the aura, so this wave should be as good as done from here on out. Just have to be careful around those plants, because they have that huge AoE. I think I'll just do it from afar here. Yep, works.
W is for Weepin' Nelly, the Langston River's fastest little ferry barge. We couldn't have crossed that river without her help.
Okay, it's just another station. Oh, there's one melee guy. Oh, there's two of them. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to knock them off the edge. Okay, I have to corral them. Ooh, that's pretty bad. Okay. I gotta be really careful here. If I can knock one of them, the rest should be pretty easy. Okay, knock one of them. The other one should be able to follow suit.
X is for nothing. Strangers letter in the mix.
I still have
Yet
my
even the
decoys,
stranger's letter
so I
has
can
its
use
use,
them if
as
I
you couldn't have a mailbox
really get
without
into a
one.
pinch. Just get rid of the enemy generators, then I'll take care of the big guys. Ah, shit. Freak. Oh, nice. Knock one of them off. Oh, that was perfect too. Ah, stop going invisible, please. Okay, finally got him.
Y is for you, Drake. The god of impulse and bravery. Each time the morning stallion stamps
Oh, I
his
have
hoof,
3 reflections
somebody out
left.
there makes up his mind.
Shoot. Okay, they're all range enemies, so this may not be that bad. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay.
Still with me? Z is for Zolwood, a tough old plant whose goals
Okay, I just
make
hope I
great
don't
target
get
practice.
swarmed with the melee
Whatever
guys.
you do, don't eat them.
Alright. It's mostly melee enemies. Ooh, okay. Oh shit. Oh god, this is scary.
The end. There's nothing after Z. Used to be one more page in here, though, before somebody tore it out. Know what it said?
I have to kill this spear guy. The sooner I can kill him, the better. Oh shit. Ooh, okay. Okay, I got him. Got him. Just need to play keep away. Okay, got that one. You just have to be careful around the ankle gator. Okay, done.
The last page of this book was about
Thank
the author.
goodness I didn't have to
Didn't say much,
repeat
but the
that. That would have been
imagination has a way of
disastrous if
filling in
I
the gaps.
had. Oh gosh. There's a trophy for 1,000,000 points. I just need to claim the vigils and then just do 2 more dreams and I'm done.
Everybody starts small, then some of us work our way up, I suppose.
They're all
The dynasty.
they all have stars
The
now,
families
so I
of
can
the
just
city.
claim them all.
All reunited. The faith. Mother, this one's for you. It's hard to sleep easy these days, what with everything that's happened. Zolf, very soon the kid's gonna have to face that man again, for the last time.
Alright, done.
They met on the worst
This
day
should
of
be
Zolf's
relatively
life.
easy compared to
There
the
in the Hanging Gardens.
previous dream I
He aimed to throw
faced.
it all away.
I gotta deal with these chickens now. They're not too bad, they're just like really annoying with their moving around. They only target where you
It
are,
wasn't the
so
first time Zolf had
just keep
nothing to
moving
lose.
it,
He was born
and
to
then
a simple,
you'll be
furry
fine.
couple who didn't last long before plague took him. grew up hungry in the tunnels of the Tassel terminals, so he took to stealing from a Ceylonian missionary living there. He once got sloppy with his thieving hands. The missionary caught him, but didn't rat him out. Instead, he offered to take him in. That missionary raised Zolf like a gentleman, like he was his own son. Taught him theology, history, and mercy.
I think for these enemies it's better to just like round them up so that they're in one nice little cluster. Okay, that was not the last of them. I'm missing one apparently. Oh, there it is.
When the missionary passed away, Zolf promised to continue his work to bring about a lasting peace between the Ura and
Okay, it's the
Ceylondia.
spear enemies, or the pike. This guy doesn't have an aura though, so I can just kill him with the melee once I block, of course. They still do a lot of damage even though they don't have an aura, but so you can't get too complacent. Come on! Oh shit, that's pretty bad. Oh, the explosives suck there. Oh, the aiming. Also, the enemies do regenerate health with all the idols active, so you do want to like focus on one enemy and try to wipe that out. In this case, I'm just gonna focus on the generators, those big plants there. I guess the horse is the more annoying one, since it's actively attacking me. And it's not as beefy.
He advocated tolerance and argued that the Ura should atone for the war. He believed the
Yeah, the last stream is the easiest stream, so there's really no issue. There's really no like danger with that one.
However, Zolf felt he could only
So I will be facing those aura pike enemies at some point. They're just gonna be like towards the end. That yeah, it is a sword aura, so I'm just gonna toss this guy off. Yeah, but the sword guys, they like attack fairly frequently, so just block. And then they'll eventually kill themselves. The pike ones, they don't attack as frequently, so you might want to like try to knock them. Those are the ones you might want to try to knock off the arena with the hammer.
The journey was hard, but he knew how to fend for himself. And then at last, Zolf saw the rippling
9 reflections left. More than halfway done. Nice, that one died swiftly. Okay, it's just archers, so pretty easy overall.
And in turn, he fell in love with the city and its people. One in particular.
Alright, it's gonna be very sketchy. Gotta get rid of the chickens first. They're the ones who are lagging, scream like hell. Okay. I'll just melee this one. Sure, why not?
This young lady was fascinated by the Ura, but she never met anyone like Zolf. She told him she knew all the city's best kept secrets.
Nice.
The Hanging Gardens was their favorite spot. It was there that Zolf clasped their hands and proposed in proper Ceylon.
Okay, it's one of those guys. I'm gonna knock this one off the ledge for sure. Ah, shoot, come on. Ah, he went invisible. Okay, finally got him.
He celebrated with his friends long.
That's why I picked the
and
hammer.
revelry like he'd never
Just
seen.
knock them off
Too bad he couldn't remember it all.
and make them a non-issue. Okay, it's a pike guy. We will knock him off the edge. Come on. Okay, good. Nice.
He woke up alone underground.
The wave is over
inside
with.
the Ceylonian war
It's only really that one
built like
aura
an
pike
den,
guy that's
but
the
something
main
went
threat.
wrong.
So 4 reflections left to go. Oh, we got those enemies. Yep, I want to get rid of that as soon as possible. I don't want any more enemies spawning. Come on, you gotta die sometime. Okay, got one of them. Oh, there's 3 of them? Shit. I gotta probably get rid of the chickens. Okay. Okay, the chickens are dead. Now I just focus on the enemy spawners. One's almost dead. Okay, that's dead. Nice, they are all dead now.
He emerged from that
Just
hole
one
in the
eye
ground
guy.
into a waking nightmare. Everything that wasn't gone was twisted upside down.
Okay, are the eyes this wave? I think that's the whole wave. Yep, I think that is the whole wave. If so, it's gonna be relatively easy to do. Oh shit. Yep, that was the whole wave.
The world was frozen, air thick with ash. What few faces he saw on the street stared back at him with gray and vacant eyes.
Okay, I gotta check if there are any melee humans. If not, then this wave is pretty free. Oh, they just keep coming, don't they? Okay, done.
He found his wife to be asleep inside her home, but when he reached out to her,
Last
she
wave.
joined with all the
There's
ashes in the
definitely some
sky.
aura enemies here. Oh, I almost knocked them off. Okay, now they're knocked off. Nice. Okay, one more enemy to deal with. Okay, good. That one is done. Nice. Takes care of that
And so Zolf
dream.
returned to where he proposed in the Hanging Gardens, and there he stood, as if the gods would answer him.
Ashes in the sky.
The kid's gonna be okay. As for that man, who knows?
Okay.
Poor kid collapses after just one drag.
Alright, just one more dream to go and then I have the platinum. This one should go by pretty quickly. There are no human enemies in this dream. This doesn't mean I can't
The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past.
just like
History.
be reckless. So that is gonna still result in death. I play it too risky. Okay, yeah, these guys, the Reapers with the Whirlwind ability, I do not want to get near them at all.
The past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started. Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man.
Okay, yeah, these waves
but
are
he had his
going
mama
by
to take care of him.
fast.
Frail thing with pure white hair like his.
I can just melee most of the enemies. I think the ones I want to stay away from are the Whirlwind Reapers.
Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there.
Oh, nice. One shot. That's it.
School
Two
ain't
of those
working out,
big
so the kid
blobs.
signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it.
Oh, okay. What happened to the blobs? Did they just
Once
like
the kid
kill
done his time,
themselves?
he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too. The
Okay,
city
what
had
wave
nothing
am I
for him.
on now?
The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either.
Wave 12. Or 8, technically. Yeah, these guys I don't want to go anywhere near. Just gonna take it the safe way.
So what the
Bait
kid
their
do?
whirlwind
Why
and
he went right on
mortar
back to
them.
the walls for another 5 years.
Nice, that's over pretty quickly.
In the history of Caelondia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
Oh, nice. Follow the hole? Or did I get a
Out
crit?
there, kid learned to fend for himself. Learn to build. Learn to break.
Ooh, okay. Alright, just needed to destroy the boxes.
In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody.
Alright.
One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart.
One shot. Only 3 of them, that's it.
He
That's the
saw
entire
nothing
wave.
where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that.
6 left. This is going by really quickly. Alright, I don't want to go near those guys. Oh, this guy rushes, that's why. There we go. Done.
All the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back.
Nice, just knock them off. Okay, there's a...
Through twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest and an old stranger's voice to guide him.
Yeah, I don't want to go too near that Reaper. Okay, I don't want to go near that guy at all. And you're done.
Will he finally arrived at Caelondia's vaunted safe haven? He and no one else.
Oh shit, this is what I was talking about. You don't ever want to go near these spinning ones. They can still hit you even though you use these
But then, all
sky
of that was more
bridges.
thankless work from a man who ain't even asked his name.
Okay, it's the last wave.
Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the kid made them real, not me.
It's just the bull enemies, which aren't really a huge issue. There we go.
I'd like to say I'll never forget him, or what he's doing, what he's done.
Okay, should get the
surely
platinum
would.
after I exit the stream. Okay, should be the last trophy. There we go, you've done good. You done good. And that's Bastion, finish in a little over 2.5 hours. I think I did pretty good for that one. No deaths, no like game overs. and all that second dream that I did, though, that was kind of scary, but I managed to pull through without retrying. So altogether, I think I couldn't have asked for better playthrough of this. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for me. I will see you all in the next game. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a better idea on how to finish this game quickly.